What's up, guys? Back with another video, and today we have a little roundup. I don't know what you want to call this. I think I used to call it Cancel Idol, and we just rank the different cancelings of the week. But it's basically just a bunch of videos that weren't, or a bunch of topics that weren't important enough for their own videos, but that I found interesting enough to talk about in general. And before we get started, be sure to leave a like, smash that like button, actually smash it, subscribe. You know, you're gonna fuck with me. Yeah, my fault. I keep cursing. So the first story I want to talk about is from Larray. If you don't know who that is, it's a TikToker. He's friends with the Charlie D'Amelios, the James Charles. They're all in the same group. And he's actually in a little bit of drama right now from a tweet. Get this, a tweet from 2011. He's in drama from a tweet from 2011. So I know you're thinking, Jalen, if the tweet is from 2011, it must have been something just disgusting. He must have supported the KKK to get some kind of outpour of outrage from a tweet a decade ago. And his tweet, this disgusting, vile tweet that garnered all this outrage to the point where he had to apologize was, and I quote, "My dad is a heart, but I still love him. Hashtag, I guess." I always wonder when people go back and find these old tweets, like, what do they expect to happen? Like, what do they want us to do about a 12-year-old version of ourselves? What do they, like, these are your edgiest years. Like, if you weren't saying some crazy shit in middle school, you didn't live. Not to mention, his tweet is honestly kind of progressive. He said his dad is a train, but he's cool with it. He still loves him. That's a very accepting tweet. No, but seriously though, like, it's kind of crazy to think that we're at the point of cancel culture where we're actively going back into everybody's tweet logs, trying to figure out what they have said, what they haven't said. We're gonna get to the point where, like, we're gonna have presidential candidates, and we're gonna pull up their Finstas, their Instagrams, their Twitters, and we're gonna pull all that up, their Snapchats. My whole thing with cancel culture is I think people are just bored. I think not even people, I think kids. Like, when I was a kid, we didn't have movements. Like, when I was 12 years old, I can't think of one big movement that was going on in the country. Like, when I try and think, like, what was the protest? What was going on? I can't think of anything. So, like, I feel like the kids today with social media, the internet, they're just submerged in this wokeness at an age that's way too young, and they try way too hard to fit in and look cool. Because, like, all the celebrities do it, everyone does it. So they want to fit in. And it leads to some disastrous, dumb shit like this, where it's like, you just make cancel culture look stupid. Like, he was 12. Kind of reminds me of the Sky Jackson thing. Like, Sky Jackson, this is the kind of tweet that Sky Jackson would go after. Like, a 12-year-old saying train is the level that we're at now, where it's like, what the hell's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? It's like, he's 12. 12-year-olds say some wild shit. It's okay. They go out of it. It's cool. It's cool. So he ended up saying, 12-year-olds me was dumb as hell. But thank God 9 years later, I'm grown and very well educated now about the transgender community. It's insane that he even had to post an apology about this. That blows my mind that he felt it was necessary to come out and comment on this. This is not a story. You were 12 years old, bro. Just say you were 12 and move on. I am genuinely concerned about the future of this country. If 12-year-old tweets get you enough in an outcry to try and cancel somebody. Like, that legitimately concerns me. He even goes on live to apologize again.
Triggering word, it was about the transgender community, and when I was younger, I most definitely didn't, know what the word meant. I was watching videos like Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, and I wasn't really educated on the word or the term. And I used it in a wrong way. And, I just wanted to apologize to everyone that I offended. Most definitely. Can you guys all please screen record this?
That was my first time watching that. Side note, can we talk about how he just tossed Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star under the bus? Like, I'm sorry, I was kind of watching people who are kind of trash, like Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star, who indoctrinated me in this terrible way of thinking. Like, damn, bro, get your apology off, but just you. That still blows my mind that he felt he needed to apologize for that. Oh my God, that's crazy to me. So the next story is actually in the same community, I guess. Makeup, kind of like a pivot. And I believe the channel name is Swoop. And she made a story about glam and gloom, which I'm sure none of you guys give a fuck about the makeup community. I just want to talk about the drama that's within the makeup community. So if you don't know, she made like an 2-hour long video exposing this other makeup guru, which, by the way, am I the only one who hates these exposed videos? Like, I understand that, it's glamorous and making these long videos get you a lot of views, a lot of money. But something about just tossing your homie under the bus, or even your ex-homie, something about tossing like your ex-best friend under the bus in a 2-hour expose with like private text, emails, DMs is just really grimy to me. And I don't know if we're at the point now where like you get canceled for just disagreeing with certain ideologies, but I think we might be there. Like, for example, one of the disagreements they had was about representation in Hollywood, right? And the white girl, Glam and Gloom, or Glam and Glow, whatever the fuck her name is, was trying to say that white people have it harder now. And the black girl who made the expose video was saying, no, you guys don't. No, we still have it harder. And you can disagree on who has it harder without it being like a microaggression. And that was like the bulk of complaints that this girl had, was simply just that they disagree on things. It kind of falls in line with like the political cancels, which kind of leads to the segue of Brooke Monk or whatever her name is. Another big TikToker, she's huge. I'll put a number up here or something. They went back and found a comment of hers from 2019 that said, "Ha Trump flag, and now you got a new follower. Hashtag Trump 2020." And this was T-page worthy. It'll be interesting to see if after Trump, like let's say like Ted Cruz is the next candidate. Like, are we gonna have this same like super polarized view on just like supporting a politician? I find it crazy that you can be canceled for just like supporting the president. And I know that sounds super conservative, but like I'm not even voting for Trump. I'm voting for Kanye. No. People really believe me when I say that. No, but I just find it insane that you're willing to cancel someone. You can disagree with them, but in future elections, like, are Democrats and Republicans gonna really just be like split? Are we gonna just lose the middle ground of like, I don't like your politics, but I like your content, so that's cool. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's really interesting to me that you can get canceled for that. She came out and apologized and bent the knee, and she was like, I've changed. Maybe she has changed. I don't know. I'm sure she has. I mean, who cares? But I just find it super interesting the direction we're in as a country. I don't think it's sustainable, honestly. I don't think it's because, guys, Trump won the last election. So if you're so disgusted by a Trump supporter, I have some bad news for you. Half the country you're just disgusted by. Half the country you find disgusting. You find not even associated worthy. Like they shouldn't even be in the same room. And to me, that's crazy. And it kind of ties back into the swoop thing because I can't summarize the whole video in her 2-hour video in 4 minutes, but the whole thing basically came down to like conservative versus liberal views on race. Things like affirmative action, cancel culture, like cultural appropriation. It was just disagreements on these topics. In other news, cuties is still in the news, and I have a hot take here, guys. I'm always on the wrong side of history. Well, short term, but so people are going crazy about cuties. My opinion on the whole thing since the beginning was like, who gives a fuck? Cuties is a story about a girl and she has a twerk group and they twerk and she comes of age and she's like, oh, twerking is bad or whatever. And people are going crazy because the kids twerk. Who cares? My question to those who are mad about cuties, right? Okay, so my main thing I've seen is that you shouldn't have kids doing it and that it's, how can I say this? It's clap material for those certain people who might enjoy seeing younger people move certain ways. I have a question for you. If I hired adults that are like 25 years old and they all look like they're 12, like if you just saw them on the street, you would think they were 12 years old. Is that not still like clap material for, what do I call them? Meadows. Replace the M with a P. Meadows. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I hire 25-year-olds who all look 11 years old, I'm still having map material for Meadows. Maybe the idea that kids can't consent, so you have like an adult's consent, I get that point a little bit, but you're still gonna have clap material. Like, they're still gonna like it. Yeah, that's about it for the video. I mean, this was a little scatterbrained. I was kind of all over the place, bouncing around, but I hope you enjoyed. If not, maybe next time. If you enjoyed, though, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share it around. Join the Discord, link in the bio, and peace.